crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY. Scrap Attack Sunday. I've taken a bit of a dive into my scrap bin and I've pulled out some retired cardstock. This is Mary Merlot. So I've got a strip. This one is all about heat embossing. So I'm going to give you some quick and easy tips for getting the best impression that you can when you do some heat embossing. I've got a piece of Hello Daisy, I think it's called, designer series paper. I'll put the right name down below. I've got a mat cut out. So this piece is actually cut at 3 inches by 4 inches. Our mat layer is 1/4 of an inch bigger, so it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I've got this a little piece of Poetic Expression designer series paper as well with coordinating colors. And we're going to be heat embossing the sentiment. So we're going to assemble our card first and then get into our sentiment. So the base, you might notice, is a little short. It's actually 9 inches by 4 1/4 because I wanted to try something a little fancy. And also it was a cut piece that was in my scrap bin. I keep all kinds of sizes in the scrap pile because you never know what you're going to need. But I've been getting a lot better about not keeping the itty bitty teeny tiny pieces. All right, so we've got our strip there. Now we're just going to adhere this guy roughly centered, and we're going to put it so that it lines up at the bottom. So when we put our card up, it will prop up properly. So kind of aim for center this way. And we're just going to press it down. And then we're going to add our piece of designer series paper on top of that. I love scrap cards. It's a great way to get use out of things that you've discarded. And sometimes you just need an odd size, or you can do what I'm doing and just create from what you found. Now I did cut a teeny tiny little piece off of this one because it was 6 inches and I didn't need that. But I really liked how it tied in with the card. Okay, so our card is going off to the side. We're going to grab our beautiful balloons stamp set and our happy birthday set. Oh, that's so thrilled for you. Where's happy birthday? Oops, somebody didn't put it back. So we're going to be thrilled for you today instead of having a happy birthday. You can stamp in either Stampin' Up! Classic ink, or you can use Versamark like I am doing. Either one works really, really well because they are both longer drying, and they will allow you to go ahead and get a really good impression. So Versamark will give you more of a tone-on-tone look. I love using it for that too. And because I have white in my card, I'm actually using white embossing powder. So you may have noticed that I didn't use my embossing buddy for this one. Not a big deal. You can brush if you have any extra. I was very fortunate today and I didn't get any extra on this. You can just brush it off with a brush or tap it really well with your fingers. I'm just grabbing my heat tool. Now, one of my favorite storage tips for my craft room, I've got metal legs on my craft desk, and I've got hooks attached everywhere. So Stampin' Up! Heat tool has 2 speeds. I like to start high and get it warm before I move on to my project. And all you have to do is keep it moving. I like to keep it going in a circular motion just so that it doesn't scorch the paper. I have done that before. And then just as you start to see it melt, there you go. You can kind of see that it's changing from a dull color to a little bit brighter, a little bit shinier. And then really only takes a few seconds. It's a lot more impressive when you're doing metallics. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, now I have my oval punch, but I also do have a plan B just in case This one does not work. Sorry. Got some stuff stuck to the bottom of my punch. So, oh, perfect fit. So as usual, line it up in the center of your punch and then kind of give it just half a squeeze so your paper doesn't move before you punch it out. And then this needs a little bit of something. I'm just going to cut a strip of basic white and give it, I don't know, half an inch or so by 4 inches. Now that is a little bit bigger than I need. I'm going to grab my snips. Oops. Craft a lunch. Is it a Prairie Sky DIY video if there's no craft disasters? I think not. Okay, so we're just going to do that and kind of make like our own little banner type thing. And we're going to grab dimensionals and pop that up onto our card. And then I'm also, I think, going to add, come on, there we go. Add a dimensional onto our sentiment as well. All right, so there's our dimensional for that. And then pop this guy up onto a dimensional. And we're going to grab, which ones are these? The tinsel gems. And our take your pick tool. And I'm just going to add 2 gems. I think the smaller ones. I was going to put it onto our card piece, but I think I'm going to put it there. And there is our Scrap Attack card. So you can still be really quick with your card making and create something really stunning and beautiful with scraps out of your scrap bin. Your imagination is your limit. If you follow this design, I would love to see it. Pop on over to my VIP group, which is Prairie Sky Crafters on Facebook, and I'd love to see a sample of what you create. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.